EA College Football 25 is the first college football game in quite some time. I was pretty excited to see this come out because I remember really enjoying the last one. Did it meet my expectations though? Let's find out. There's no story mode or anything like that. You can pick your player. You choose if you want to be a player or a coach. I chose to be a player. Once you do that, you can pick if you want to be a top prospect or an underdog. Do not pick underdog like I did. When doing so, I did not get to play one snap in my sophomore year. I played a handful of snaps in my junior year, and then I finally got to play in my senior year, which made it to where I didn't really play too many games. It was very annoying. However, I do like the fact that once you complete your senior year, you can then go and upload that character to Madden. So we'll get to see how that works out when Madden comes out. But this is something that I've always wanted to see as a feature in these types of games. So I think that is really cool that they finally added it. Now, outside the game mode, you can also choose to manage your time. After games, you have to rest. You also can go and do college work for making your grades better. You also can talk to your coach and make your coach like you more, which makes you have more playtime, stuff like that. It's cool to see you manage your time outside of the game. However, it gets a little boring and repetitive after doing it for so long. There is Ultimate Team. I played a little bit of Ultimate Team, not too much, but it played pretty much the exact same as Madden. So if you've played Madden, you pretty much know what Ultimate Team is. And then there is Road to College Football Playoffs. I played a handful of games off of this because I wanted to not only see what this mode was about, but also try some online games. So in Road to College Football Playoffs, depending on if you win or lose, you get ranking, and this ranking can be used to, you guessed it, make it to where you can go to the college football playoffs. I don't know if you guessed that, but if you did, if you didn't, that's what you get to do. I found out I suck at this game. However, I did see a lot of issues with this, not only with gameplay, but also if you play against somebody who's unsportsmanlike. Like I had somebody exit the game, they forced quit, and it did not give me the points for beating them. I was going to beat them, but they were like, no. Forced quit, didn't get the points. I went to go report them, and the only option for reporting is reporting an offensive name. So somebody could go on the mic and say a bunch of stuff to you. You can't report them. Somebody could be, pausing the game constantly or making it to where the gameplay is just unenjoyable, stuff like that. You can't report them. So I really think that needs to get fixed. Now let's jump into gameplay because I do have a lot of issues with gameplay. Now we're going to touch base on a few presentation issues really quick. I do not like that when you first start up a game, you are forced to watch all the cutscenes. There are no skipping. You are forced to watch it every single time, which if the game's about 20 minutes, you have about 5 minutes of cutscenes. From the start of the game, halftime to the end of the game, you cannot skip any of it. Also, with this being a college game, presentation of the crowd and everything is very, very apparent, and there's a lot of seeing the crowd, which is cool if they got it right. Unfortunately, the crowd not only has really, really creepy faces sometimes, they're sticking their hands through other people, they're moving really weird. It just, for a game that's supposed to have all these fans that are supposed to be, a big part of the game, it would be really cool if, they weren't popping in and out, and just so many issues with it. I think just a little bit of tweaks on that point would make it a lot better. Now I'm going to try and touch base on all the gameplay issues. There's a lot, and maybe some of it's just gripes that I have. I don't know. A few times in the online game searching, it just got to this screen where you're searching for an opponent. It would not let me skip this. It would not let me cancel it. I was stuck on this. I actually had to force close the game to get it to stop doing that. If you are on defense and you are a defensive back, for example, you break through the O-line and you're trying to sack the quarterback. Cool. Let's say you're not playing as the player and you want to swap to the player that is about to sack the quarterback. You can't. It doesn't work all the time. You go to press it and it swaps to a completely different character, and I've had it to where it's messed up the play multiple times. It'll choose one of the cornerbacks that are way off there. He comes running the other way. They have a wide open person. Completely ruins everything. Also, that's just the very tip of the iceberg. Kicking is atrocious. The kicking in this game is it's not good at all. They try, it doesn't work very well. I can go on and on about issues with this game, like penalties that are called when they shouldn't be called, penalties that aren't called when they should be called, things that just happen and they don't make sense, like me getting a first down and it not counting the first down on an online game. It was very annoying. There's just so many issues with this game that really hold it back from being better than what it could. I do think it is a good stepping point, but I would give it a few years before we get a really good college football game. I would give EA College Football 25 a 6 out of 10. As far as the Platinum, there's a lot to do in it. It's very easy, but there are some more complicated ones that will take a little bit of time. I don't have the Platinum, so I can't really say as far as all the trophies go, but there's a few that can be a pain in the ass. If you guys have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments down below. As always, keep getting those trophies, and I'll catch you on the next video.